everyone, and welcome to Knowing Who You Are. Happy Sunday.
Welcome to Knowing Who You Are, and happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah. I don't know what the Sunday's like outside so far. That's the story every time, most of the day. But we had a great morning so far. So
yeah, it was nice. We spent the morning listening to music, drinking coffee. It was really good. It was really nice.
Yeah, great. So how was your Sunday? Let us know. And in the meantime, people who are joining, I see a lot of people already joined. So let's give you a little bit of the housekeeping, what Knowing Who You Are is all about. People who watch us regularly, so definitely you know, it's a podcast and we have a channel on YouTube as well. And the podcast you can listen to and download as well on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. And also on YouTube, you have all the videos if you want to see. But there are more contents which are available on our website, knowingwhoyouare.blog. So in the show notes and the description, most of the time, you have all the details. Not most of the time, every time, basically. So, yeah, welcome to everyone who has tuned in, and especially to, first of all, Sohail Rock.
Hey!
Rock, who had left a message. Salam bhaiya, hope both of you are well. Yeah, we are doing well. My situation is a little bit under the weather because of the seasonal change. It always happens to me. I have flu-like symptoms. I mean, it always happens when the season changes.
It's not COVID.
Well, even if it is, what can we do? But the thing is, what happened, normally when season starts changing, I sometimes don't care about wearing proper warm clothing, and I just go out to the gym, walking on the road, and come back, say I'm quite warmed up from the gym. So I feel like, okay, why not? And then I don't realize the weather is still a little bit, in the middle of cold and warm. So that's what happens. So how was everyone and people who are tuning in? Let us know how you're doing. And how was your Sunday? How did you start your day? We had a great party in this studio. I mean, Esther and I.
Yeah, it was
we
great.
were listening to our favorite music on the big screen and with proper sounds and everything. So it was really fun. So let us know what you have done and how you started your day. I almost felt like, oh my God. But I never thought that I wouldn't come for the live show. I always planned that I have to show up. This is one of the things. And this is also one of the things we can talk about, if you like, how to motivate yourself when you feel a bit, physically, you're not 100%. As you can probably hear from my voice. Do you hear that from my voice?
Tiny bit. But I'm sitting 1 foot away from you, so I'm sure it's not.
So people probably can.
And I know your voice very well, but if I didn't know you as well as I do, I wouldn't even hear it.
But yeah, I mean, what can we do? But the main thing is that I enjoy my time being here, and the weekly live stream, that's something I really look forward to. And yesterday, I had done a new interview with a positive mindset coach from California. So you'll be watching it, or probably, you'll get to see that tomorrow, hopefully. Let's see, fingers crossed.
Depending if we finish the editing, me specifically.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, the first edit once is out, because I couldn't get myself to sit down and do that. And then you do your magic.
Yeah.
So, everyone, let us know, as I was saying, please, whoever is joining in, let us know who are watching the show today. And first of all, as Esther said, happy Sunday. So, what was your Sunday like? Let us know. And as I was saying, if you're new to Knowing Who You Are, the podcast, there are a lot of videos, interviews, live streams, and also a lot of contents available on the website, knowingwhoyouare.blog, which you probably are looking at the moment, on Facebook and also YouTube. So whichever is convenient for you. Over to you.
Wow. Okay, good. So Knowing Who You Are, for those who are new on the channel, mostly you're not, because you're our happy regular supporter, which is amazing. It's always nice to see them coming back, isn't it? Yeah. But Knowing Who You Are is a basic platform that doesn't necessarily tell you who you are. It helps you connect with like-minded people that are interested in your own personal well-being, be that mentally, be that spiritually, be that physically. And all of these parts are part of a happy life. And the importance is that you get experienced people, not experiments, that you do experiment. Yes, but you get with...
They've done their own experiments.
Yeah, they've done their own experiments, but with experienced people who actually know, are specialized in their field, and they talk about it, and we question them. And also, like last week, we had Syra who called in at the last moment. Syra is one of our always awesome listeners, and she gave this lovely piece of advice about what she does with her kids when they're uncomfortable or they feel they need to talk, or in a way that it helps them really connect with their mom and helps them through difficult bits. And Syra is not she's not a specialist, but she's definitely a specialist mom. And so the advice again comes from someone who's experienced it, and that's really helpful.
I was talking about it yesterday when I was doing the interview, which you might get to see tomorrow, as I was saying. Yeah. She's a mom of 3 daughters as well.
Oh, wow.
The lady I was talking to,
nice.
She's a coach.
Yeah.
So she was saying, so I said because it's very important to have this conversation with your children these days, especially since social media and the distractions and also the pressures you get. And also if you're not too careful, then the social media narrative and the conventions that can really suppress your own identity and your self-esteem.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? She was like, our time is the car time. So every time I take my daughters to their school, one is 13, another is 6, and another is quite young, but the 6 and the 13, whenever she takes them to school, that's their time. They have fun, listen to music and talk.
That's
That's when I shared that what one of my listeners, especially Syra, I was mentioning her, that she mentioned something very interesting, you're definitely having good time together, that's fine. But I really love the idea that giving individual time to individual children, because it's very important. I love the idea of giving them the privacy and the space that sometimes they don't feel like opening up to other people, in front of other people. Yeah. So when you give them individual time, that's very important. So thanks to Syra again. And
very nice.
Great you mentioned her.
Good. And it also reminded me actually of some things that my own mom used to do. And I think we've talked about many situations where our own parents actually took the time to really help us with something, take us through something. And, it doesn't necessarily have to be a parent, because some people are not as lucky. They don't have parents. But the important thing is to find a mentor, find someone that you trust, find someone that is, they don't necessarily have to look after you, but it's someone that you can go to when you need trust or you need advice. And that is very, very good to have in your life. And we've both been lucky to have many of those. Yeah. And now we're that for each other as well, in our own ways.
Yeah, as I was saying about motivation, sometimes when you feel, one of the things is very important that when you have accountability partner. Say, for example, there are times when I don't feel like doing certain things, or even say going to the gym. I keep on having my indecisions and saying that, okay, look, I don't feel like going to the gym. And you always remind me, this is another motivation as well. Just imagine every time you go to the gym, when you come back, you feel very motivated and very positive, and you feel better. Always you end up feeling better. There's not an instance that I come back from the gym and I say that, no, I feel bad today. It doesn't happen. So looking at the bigger picture, the after picture rather than what you feel before. So that's very important. Another thing, having an accountability partner. And for me, it's Esther, and for Esther, it's me. So that's how it works. And Selena has a comment.
Yeah, and she's been very busy actually. We've seen a lot of your posts also, Selena. Different events that you've been to. Selena does reviews for events, so she gets to go to a bunch of really cool places. We've had some lovely invitations from her. Thank you again. We've not been able to make it so far. But we will, I'm sure. We know for sure we meet at the end of the month. But she's saying, hi guys, Sunday's been pretty chill. March has been really busy so far. Not complaining. Plays, author events, concerts, reviews. Got my hike on the 26th. Is it okay to link the page? Might just giving a page. We'll be trekking 5 miles in Brecon. Not sure how the page link
Let's see.
fits in.
Got my hike, is it?
Yeah, on the 26th. Is it okay to link the page to my Just Giving page?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
We'll be
tracking 5 miles in Brecon Beacons, Wales for rural maternity clinics in Bangladesh. Nice.
I mean, put it in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely do so,
definitely.
yeah.
Please
nearly reaching the overall goal, just the last push. That's really good. Yay.
So definitely
Go,
support for Selena from Knowing Who You Are team and everyone. Yeah. And also the team means you as well.
Yeah, you are part of the team.
Joining. So as Selena is saying, please post the web link and so people can see. Is it Just Giving? Yeah,
Just
page.
Giving, yeah.
So probably it's a bit of a fund she would need for the hike, and it's such a good cause.
Yeah, when this show, the live, gets posted on Facebook, we will also link you in there as well. So we have that in the final message. So it will be both on YouTube and on Facebook.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we had, I thought, Shudha Paul, which is Goldie. She joined.
Yes.
And David, I've seen David as well. Probably David is watching. So welcome to the show, David.
Nice to have you there.
How was your Sunday? So Selena had a great Sunday. And I've seen her Instagram post as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of books.
Yeah.
A lot of amazing
really
books.
Nice. Very cool.
She's kind of having, like, seriously taking notes, and she's going through and reading a lot of books.
Yeah.
So also share if there's any interesting book that you're reading at the moment and what you have learned, share with the rest of the listeners and also the viewers.
Yeah.
And
Selena does say that the donations will go to all the clinics. Yeah. So any donations you make will go directly to the clinics, which is awesome.
So that's really good.
Yeah, we're happy to support them.
So it's
I know I speak for both of us.
Yeah, we'll be trekking 5 miles in Brecon Beacons, Wales, for rural maternity clinics in Bangladesh. Amazing.
Awesome. Super.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Nearly reaching the overall goal, just the last push. Okay.
It reminds me of when we did the Race for Life last year. We actually, it was, what occurred is that I read in the papers that Chick Corea, one of my absolute all-time favorite jazz pianists, had passed away, and it was because of cancer. And a few days later, there was this post that said, we can't do Race for Life. Race for Life is cancer research. It's normally done as a group, as a whole. But because we were still in lockdown, it was done from home, and there was thousands of people that did the Race for Life. And you got your link, and we got our, we did our sponsored race. We raised the money together, and then we did a live actually on that day, which you'll see on one of our videos in the Knowing Who You Are.
If you want to catch up on that live, you can see that. It's on YouTube. Knowing Who You Are, same YouTube channel, and we have that video there.
Yeah, and it was a really nice cause, and it was particularly good because there was a huge Facebook group put together with all the people that participated in this, and they raised the actual target that they would have normally raised if they did the race all together outside of the pandemic. So that was cool to be part of. So
it's very important.
All I'm saying is, go Selena!
I mean, especially this is another thing that, say for example, if we ask Selena feels like going for trekking, say 5 miles, or even for a run or a walk, you might not feel. So that's why they say the motivation, when it's rather, sometimes if it's a pro-social motivation, also that's something that's connected to your intrinsic value. So say for example you have this cause that where you're feeling like you want to help people, and such a good cause, and you have this affinity towards the people and the country itself, to Bangladesh, even though you most of the time you grew up in England, but still you have that. So this pro-social motivation, and also this intrinsic, which is connected to your intrinsic value rather than extrinsic. Sometimes you say that, okay, if I do that, I would look cool. That's an extrinsic thing. And end of the day, that's not a good motivation, and it might not really last. Even if you think about doing it, okay, everyone is doing it, let's do it, I'll do it too. But when it's coming from within, and you're thinking that it's an intrinsic value that you have inside of helping people, your love for Bangladesh and the people of Bangladesh, and also it's a pro-social behavior, like the firefighters, when they do it for people, they risk their life, and also there's the value. Why normally people wouldn't join being a firefighter, they wouldn't start their career if it's just for the money. It's more than that. They want to serve people. Yeah. So there's a reason behind it.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Definitely. And Selena's already posted the link, which is nice. So people, if you click on it, you will see the link. You can go there and make your donations. And as you see, she will have a target, definitely. And to reach that, whatever she needs to make up, just a little bit left, help her reach her target. That'd be great. And if it happens through Knowing Who You Are as well. And we know amazing listeners and viewers we have. So it'll be a great support for the cause.
Yeah. And she's saying, excuse the long URL, was supposed to go with my 5 sisters, but some of them can't make it, motherhood, etc. At least we'll do with 1 sis, and it's an all-female trek. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Excluding the males.
Oh, you guys can you can run for money. I'll sponsor you if you go run.
No, it's definitely
Ershad. We can do our own our solo race.
But Selena, for long links, as you have posted, just as a tip, online, if you type link shortener, there's a there's a bit like bit.ly. So if you go to their website, they make all those big links just the small ones. So it's easier for you to post as well anywhere else you want to post. I have reached my personal target of £100, but the overall is 5,000. So you're adding to that. There are many other people who are joining the course for you.
And males have done it too, Ershad.
Yeah.
She says, he, 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 he. You can wear pink. You look great in pink. In fact, you look great in pink. I already know that.
Hello, too. How are you?
Mr. TikTok, the
Don't
famous.
tell me you are at a party. Where are you?
We saw a very funny video of you this morning. Actually, it was a Valentine's song.
That?
It was a
Valentine's
song with
song.
the flowers where he's singing.
I mean, I bet you, if you can do that, David, sing that song. I mean, that's not a hard song because I heard the song. If you can call us and sing that song, just even one line of that song, you just posted. So David has 170,000 followers on TikTok. So he had posted a new video, very popular there.
And he's asking if that's the hat that he gave you. He says it's very cool.
Who gave me?
David. He said, like your hat. Is that the one I gave you?
He gave me, no.
No? He's joking, right? He's got the little smiley face.
Okay, I think. Yeah, the idea was, since I was saying that I was feeling a little under the weather, so Esther was like, okay,
let's
just
go
casual.
You know, I have my coffee.
Let me tell you a secret. The thing is, probably Esther wanted to go casual. So she always, gets me in that team. And when she did that, I said, okay, I got the motive. And I see that she's casual too. Because it was the last minute thing. Am I right?
Yeah, I said, because you're like getting all ready. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if he's dressing up, then I need to dress up. So I said, how about you put on your cap and wear a t-shirt? It looks really cool. I mean, doesn't it look cool? Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
At least David, the cap he had given me, definitely it looks good on me. So thank you, David. But I would say, David, give us a call. I mean, we both dare you. Give us a call and sing that Valentine's song from TikTok.
Then you guys should sing it together.
Well, I can open it. And I'll just copy it.
We'll sing it with you when you're calling.
I mean, let's see. What's his name on TikTok? You keep on talking. I'll just find David's
good. Excellent. Anyway, by the way, he's been doing a whole bunch of recordings on TikTok and they're very funny. Oh, here we go. This is from Selena. Oh, that's very nice. Darun. What does that mean?
Darun means awesome.
Awesome.
Darun. So hope that's the right word. Yeah, it can.
I can't sing. David says he can't sing.
That's the idea, because the song you posted, you definitely know the guy who sang the song. He can't sing. I could tell. I don't know if it's the actor from Bangladesh. Is he the one?
I liked him on the thing. Should I pull it up?
At least pull it up and show it on the camera.
Okay.
And hope that's the right word. Yes, Selena, that's the right word. And sometimes people, I mean, more colloquial version, I've seen people when they say kotin, which is not the right Bengali version of that. Kotin means it's hard, Yeah. So, but it's a kotin. So, yeah. Sang the song. Hero Alam, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Okay,
so we have a very bold actor in Bangladesh, and he started his own production. He started acting in his own movies.
Yeah.
And he has such, big number of viewers for different reasons.
Oh, that's very funny.
And he sings as well.
Oh, really?
And that's why I said that definitely. If he can do it, David can do a better job, I'm sure. And Selena is basically যে সুন্দর লাগে দেখতে Sileti version. That's a Sileti. So she's like যে সুন্দর লাগে দেখতে. So দেখতে
that's
means,
the same song, but it's
no, she's saying that the Darun version.
Yeah.
She just translated. She just gave us the whole sentence in Sileti.
Oh.
And she's saying it's looking great, or oh my God, it's looking good. So almost like that. That's the expression.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's the video.
We should put that.
Yeah, we should put it on.
Yeah, David.
Hang on.
Yeah, the song is coming. If it's a Valentine's Day song. David is saying I'm done. Well, David, look.
I liked it. I liked
posted for public, and we are literally doing the publicity now. So you said you're not gonna sing, so that's what I did. So also I posted something.
Okay, I want to show another one. This is one of my favorite ones.
And this is when David in his workout mode. He's working out very hard, as you can see. So
he's got such short legs.
That's Esther's favorite.
Oh, gosh.
It's a really motivational video. People who are struggling with, physical fitness. So if you see that video, that will help you as well.
I've lost so much weight since I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm already running every day.
Yeah, David. So see, it's really having positive impact, and she's losing weight. She's running every day because
Because of David. Thank you.
And thank you, Selena. Selena said, "Wonderful, Silati Ershad." Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I try to copy. That's my thing. If I have to start from scratch and I have to make up the word or come up with the sentence, it's hard.
I think we should just do a few more sentences where it's in. I know because we need someone who can speak properly from Chattogram who does that was fun that day. We had
I really love. I mean, if people would give me some sentences to say in Chittagonian, then I would love to do that. I mean, I love that. But yeah. As I was saying, that coming up with the sentences myself is hard. So, yes. David, how was your Sunday? And other people as well who are watching silently, let us know. Okay.
Send the invoice to Esther. No, the receipt, thank you very much. You can pay me for that.
Yeah, for the publicity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I've done a TikTok, and also I was asking for opinion because, when people play the guitars, they do the guitar faces. So I was making my guitar face. One was a cry face, almost I was crying, and another was pain face. So I asked for a vote that which one you like. So anyway,
oh God,
knowing who you are, as we were talking about, it's an interesting topic because knowing who you are, it encompasses everything. It's not a serious thing. It's just being comfortable in your own skin and be comfortable being who you are.
Yeah.
So this is part of my practice. Say, for example, what David had posted, and even though we're showing it and David is like, I'm done, but it's a brave thing to do. And when you are ready to show yourself, okay, this is what I feel like, this is what I enjoy, this is what my real identity is to myself, and this is what I do when I'm by myself. So if you have the courage to bring it out without thinking what people might think, yeah, definitely we have intrinsic motive as well. Sometimes we feel like, yeah, it's on social media, we'll get some likes as well. But on top of that, being that brave, when you feel like whatever you feel like doing, you do it, you put it out. That's one of the greatest thing, I think. And most of the time, people stop taking actions or the steps they need to take to do something. Say someone wants to start a podcast, someone wants to start a YouTube channel, or probably, say, for example, do book reviews, right? Or talk about whatever skills you have. You want to share it with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't end up doing it because we are so worried about the social narrative, as I was saying. And because sometimes they say they act your age, like according to your age, if you are older, or say if you're in your 30s, if you're 20s, what kind of clothing or outfit you should be wearing. And when you are 40, okay, tone down. 50, tone down. And you're supposed to speak in a certain voice. You're not supposed to do certain things. And you have to follow certain criteria in society. A lot of things. So I think when it's a good practice. So I feel that more and more we do that, more and more we are able to. So you don't have to pretend. Just be yourself. That's a great practice.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't also really matter what age you are, what restrictions you have in terms of what you should wear. I think one thing, obviously, depending on what work you do, it is sometimes required that you dress up a certain way, and then you dress that way really out of respect to the company and the people that you're working with. And I think also in general, when you go to events, like we very much, like whenever we go to an event together, I always ask him, should it be a sari? Should it be a salwar kameez? Should it be traditional? Should it be, whatever it is? And that, again, is just out of respect to the people there. It's not because I'm trying to fit in, because no matter which way I try, I'll never look like someone from India or Pakistan or Bangladesh. But at the same time, it's a token of respect that don't come in a ball gown when everyone else is wearing casual clothes. Not that would ever happen, but
no, I mean, it looks great on you, and also people like it. Because that's how it's part of your intention to integrate with others,
exactly.
Not to keep yourself separate. And I appreciate that.
No, I love wearing saris. I mean, ever since I figured out how to do it took me a while. Thank God for TikTok and YouTube.
We should probably do a Knowing Who You Are live stream, you wearing a sari. and
Oh,
I can wear a lungi.
Oh,
Well, I've never done it. I never wear a lungi.
you would
but
go topless on the show.
oh my god!
You do that, I'll wear a sari.
Wow.
Let's see if we can get some
What a
sponsors to
chancellor.
raise, but we can raise money for a good cause.
Yeah. So just giving page for me wearing a lungi. So David is going to the church probably with his family
Well,
Sunday.
Stick with us as long as you can, otherwise it's fine. Selena, so yeah, do it.
And
Oh my
Selena
God.
is saying David's video mainly comedy. I mean, I think it's comedy, mainly comedy.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's very
funny.
interesting. And TikTok, and she doesn't have TikTok, but curious. So my thing was that, to be honest with you, I thought for quite some time, no TikTok. But I felt it's a good practice as a daily journal. Now, what I do, I just take out 10-15 minutes, say, when I'm practicing. Nowadays, it happens more when I practice during the morning or whenever I sit down to practice. I said, okay, after I warmed up a little bit, or sometimes even without warming up, I just post a video. I said, okay, my daily journal is done on TikTok. It's just to share with people, give them something to laugh at, or laugh with.
Except it does share a really good skill that you have, which is that you're a really good musician. So it is
Thank you.
fun to listen to. And I don't say that being biased. I am utterly biased, but at the same time,
That's very sweet.
it's true.
It's
true.
very motivational. That's why I was saying having an accountability partner. I mean, who'd say, post a video, wear a lungi. So Selena saying...
No, but he posts a video and he gets 700 views in like a day or something like that. That obviously means people like it.
But definitely, yeah.
Unlike-
I mean, ask David. Probably he has this Valentine's Day video. He might
my
have
God,
like,
so
I don't know,
funny.
5,000?
Yeah,
Check
something
it.
like that. I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And Selena is saying, do it, guys. Haha, lungi. Yeah. Well, I have wore lungi only once in my life, and probably people can guess when. And apart from that, I've never done it. But that's why. But I love the idea of doing it on live, probably. One of my friends in New York,
He's got, by the way, David has 4 million likes and 170,000, no, 170.9.
Oh my god! And the video,
In the
which one is
video,
Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day, it had about 200 or something views already.
Oh,
Yeah, but this is like 600, 700,
40 million?
900, 900,
Oh,
900.
God.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. So there are people, who can outshine easily. But the main thing is that it's not about competition. It's more about your own self and what you want to do.
Yeah,
You
he's
just
having
bring out
fun.
yourself.
He's
Yeah,
just
that's
having
the
fun,
thing,
which is
having
really
fun
awesome.
and enjoy your life and celebrate the fact that you're alive.
Yeah.
And you can do these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Selena, you can both sit and chew on goa and pan. Oh my god! I think it's called shupari.
Yeah.
So shupari is I don't know if you have seen that one. Pan is betel leaf.
Yeah.
And
This I know.
shupari is the thing that you put in a pan.
Okay.
So it's more like a round shaped thing, and I have to find the English word for that. Selena, find that English word, please, and I won't be googling now, sitting here. So yeah, if you can find it. So anyone joining from Bangladesh, anyone joining from any part of the world, apart from England, you can use that number that's on the screen. You can give us a call using your WhatsApp. But if you're in England, you can call us directly 07 308 192 908. And yeah, betel nut.
Betel nut.
Betel
Okay,
nut.
good. Yeah.
So that's the one. Yeah. So I don't understand why people have that, to be honest with you, because that's a very hard stuff, and you have to literally they have the way of clipping it, just slices and very thin slices. They mix it with the betel leaf and they have it.
Wow. Interesting. Sorry, I was just
Yeah, it's
turning
fine.
off my phone so it doesn't go off. In the
So
middle.
let's get to that. So I was asking people, what was your Sunday like and what you have done. I was initially talking about some ideas about motivating ourselves when we don't feel motivated. So one of the things I said, having an accountability partner, which really helps. So in my case, whenever I try to find an excuse not to go, I'm not feeling well sometimes, and say when my own motivation, my own ideas are not working and pushing me forward, she's the one who keeps on saying, hey, remember, you always feel better once you go to the gym. And also, I understand she loves that persona of me, being positive and happy, because when I'm down, I see that she feels down as well. So she's like, go, get out of the house and go to the gym and come back.
Come back happy.
Come back happy, exactly. But also, sometimes it's better to, as they say, I was listening to this and also reading it, part of it, that also look at the bigger picture sometimes. So when I'm sitting here, I'm listening to my feeling, okay, I'm not feeling well today. It's better to rest. But when you take yourself from the situation, go further back and look at the bigger picture, you see that, okay, who are you doing it for? For the podcast. And people do listen, they find their time to join in, they download the podcast on Apple Podcast, go and watch it on YouTube or Facebook. So, and also the bigger picture is the connection and also spreading the message and building the community. So when I look at the bigger picture, then this small feeling that what I'm listening to at the moment, which is telling me, hey, take rest, you don't feel well today, you don't have to do it, don't go to the gym, or don't go for a run, or don't go for a walk, whichever works for you, then looking at the bigger picture helps. And also having sometimes a narrative in your mind, which is like a script for yourself, which is a positive script that you would have. Anytime you have one negative, you get a positive script ready. Just to face that one and combat that negativity, because as humans, it says that we start developing these negative voices in our head or negativity bias from our infancy, especially from the age of 1. In research, they have found from the age of 1, we started having those negative voices and having our bias towards negativity, and especially the signs you would start seeing probably from the age of 3 months. So it's very important to have the script ready. So anytime you want to have junk food, I mean, most of them, who wouldn't like to, right? McDonald's, or say sometimes occasional doner kebabs, or even biryani.
Ice cream,
Waffles, pancakes,
Oh my
anything
God.
sweet. The pancakes you made the other day,
Yeah.
amazing,
Thank
by the
you.
way. Yeah, so
Pancake
say
day.
for example, pancake day. So we just find an excuse sometimes. So then, for those negative ideas, I'm not saying that's negative, but if we keep on doing
No,
it
I
every
get it. I
time,
know
the
that would be
sugar
bad.
and
That would be
everything,
bad.
if you have the positive script ready, saying that I like being healthy, and when I'm healthy, I feel better, I feel more confident. The clothes fit me properly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. There's this great quote, a quote from Kate Moss. It says, "Nothing tastes like skinny feels."
so she must like Starbucks, right? Skinny coffee, probably. I don't know.
No, you know what I mean? Nothing tastes
Uh-huh.
like skinny feels. So you feel thin. It feels better than any taste that you can possibly have.
I got
So,
it.
okay, fine.
But you know me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were...
I always get Esther. That's the fun part. I mean, she always thinks, okay, she takes things literally whenever I say things. And
I
I
do.
love that. Please don't change.
No, I won't.
Because that's the fun part.
I promise. I'll stay thick.
And she always like, oh, really? And then I tell her, it was a joke. And that's what I said that. And I gave her the reason. And she gets, oh, okay. I thought you were serious.
One time I actually said, "I know you were joking," and I really didn't know. And you're like, "No, you didn't." You're like, "Yeah, you're right." It's so true.
No, that's sad. No, I stopped doing that because why confuse you? Because it works for me. It's working.
Your
It's
gullible
working in
partner.
it's working in my favor. I don't want to change it. So people who are watching from any part of the world, as I was saying, use your WhatsApp and give us a call. Let us know where you're calling from and what you do when you feel demotivated and you don't have the drive to do things that you want to do or you should do. Because as I was saying, if we have to listen to our feelings all the time, we will end up doing nothing in our lives, to be honest. Because most of the time, the feeling is always, our body always would like to sit down, have rest, have the sugary food, all the spicy, or the Big Mac, or the kachi biryani,
Or the double cheeseburger.
or the double cheeseburger,
Yeah.
or the waffle, or the pancake,
Oh my God.
But what stops?
Stop it.
I knew someone. There was a time. I mean, how many of you do that? Any of you who are listening, do you do that? Let us know, because I know someone who's to just anytime there's a downtime, take your phone, go to a food channel probably, and keep looking at food, different food.
Oh, wow.
Say for example, sometimes it's whatever. It could be burger. Sometimes it could be different sweets, or it could be even traditional food. So, and what kind of ideas you're putting in your head So that would drive you at some point. So do you do that sometimes? I don't do that. Do you do that?
No. The only thing I do, I'll look at recipes of how to make certain cakes and stuff, which is terrible. But I was doing a lot of baking for a while, so that was something that I like doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Your initial, I remember the baking. Everywhere we were going, there was a cake.
I was
that
always
Esther-
baking cakes.
yeah.
I made cheesecakes.
We should post some pictures because last
Yeah.
Eid you have done a cake, Eid Mubarak, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
that was really nice.
I have it still
And
here.
you
I
have
can
the
sh- I
picture. You can show that.
it.
Yeah.
it's
So
in my-
Esther would find it. So in the meantime, as I was saying, different ideas of motivation. So far, I have said having this positive script against the negative things that you like to do or the negativity bias that we have against that if you have one. So anytime you don't feel like going out for a walk, because it's important every day, at least 14 minutes when you wake up, if you find the time, go and get some sun. Having said that, I have yet to do that today because, it was a lazy day.
But it was great because we got up, we sat in the kitchen, and we had breakfast in the kitchen while we were watching the birds and the plants and everything else. And we're discussing what we're going to do today. And then we're like, oh, listen to this. And then we ended up listening to music. And I said, I want to hear this on the big speakers in the studio.
Yeah.
We were here for 2 hours looking at all of our favorite videos.
Because
It was really-
Esther, you got a bird feeder, right?
yeah,
Today?
I got a bird feeder.
So we're just looking or when the first bird would come and start nibble at it, but it hasn't happened. Or I don't know, probably it's happening now.
Yeah.
Because it rained, so probably that might have put those birds off.
Oh, yeah.
And Selena is asking, speaking of food, when will we all meet up, the podcast people? Esther, bring your lovely cakes.
Oh, yeah. So this was
I
a
think it's
cake.
summer.
I made this cake for, you can see it now, for
cake
his
is
birthday, the meant to be. I made that one for your birthday. I did a week of birthday treats.
Yeah.
I also made this one. It's like a
That's the birthday cake
Victoria sponge. That was a
But
cake.
for the first time in my life, I had a week-long celebration. To be honest with you as well,
yeah.
I loved it. But towards the end of
You
it,
were
I was getting a bit.
The problem was because we were having guests, so I got him to cook each time. So he was in the kitchen a lot. You know, this was a nice one. That was for Brenda, right?
That was for
Brenda.
Brenda.
See, it was in my cheesecake with Bangla writing on it. So that was nice.
She's Brinda is like our niece, and she's Onupda and Bodhi who joined.
Yeah.
I've seen her, so their daughter.
Yeah, and
The
here you
only
go. This
daughter?
was my birthday cake.
That's your birthday cake.
Yeah, yeah. It was a red
Yeah, so
velvet.
anyone here likes baking as well?
Red velvet
That'd
cake.
be nice.
Yum,
and
yum, yum.
see, and any tips, or which one did you like? I really love this red one. It looks great.
Yeah. Let's see, here we go. Red velvet. Okay, I need to stop looking at food because I'm actually going to be hungry in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, and also given that I haven't had my lunch yet because I had a late brunch and I decided not to. And sometimes fasting is good. I was telling people
Not
that
skipping a meal.
skipping a meal. That's how you do.
Yeah, but you
fasting,
have to do it systematic, not like, oh, I didn't eat because you were getting ready for the show.
No. I decided that okay, it's my chance because normally sometimes
it
I
was
push
intentional.
it.
Okay, good.
Say the breakfast time, I sometimes don't join you. I do other things, and especially the days when we are working in different schedule, then it helps me in a sense that then I don't have to have breakfast. I push it towards a brunch, which almost ends up being a lunch, and then I just have 2 meals a day.
Wow,
So it helps.
fair enough.
I feel lighter, and
do.
this is one of the secrets in research. Recent research has found that when you're leaner, then you end up living more. And living healthy. I mean, the idea is not living more. Say if you live up to 80, 90 or 100, but if you are not healthy for the rest of the 20 years of your life, the last 20 years of your life, it doesn't make any sense. So it's better to live healthy.
Makes sense.
Speaking of that, because I'm member of many of the groups, the social groups they have, where it's from my school days, colleges, high school, university. But I found some of my contemporaries, they're gone recently.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it surprised me, and many of my youngers as well.
Wow.
And in Bangladesh especially. So it is due to food habits, or sometimes we are not careful about our sleep, rest schedule, which is very important, and especially as you grow older, which is very important. And I feel that every day. I mean, I am still happy that it has ingrained in my schedule so deeply about this physical fitness.
Yeah.
and going to the gym and maintaining a routine, if I don't do it, I feel mentally, it affects me. I feel depressed. So I have to do it. And I enjoy it, to be honest with you. I mean, recently, running was one of the things I never liked that much. I always hated running, to be honest with you. The word hate is very strong, but I'm using it. But every time I used to think about running, I would, oh my God. And you don't like running too.
Nope, I hate it. And it's a strong word, and I do hate it.
But I have started doing some exercises which to strengthen my legs, and I found I love running. And it happened, it's like after all these years of my life, now I enjoy running. Even though I used to play cricket, which involved a lot of running in the field, and when I'm a batsman, I'm running in the crease. But now I do it just straight away. After, say, a 1 hour, 1.5 hours gym session, I would just go onto the treadmill and run.
Which also helped because for your Royal Navy tests and the fitness test, you had to run a certain amount. The fun thing is
that I had to do my test when I was stuck in a hotel for 16 days, gorging on, all fatty food. Came out with a bit of weight on my body.
Oh, we really did.
And that's when I had to go for my test. For Royal Navy, I had to go for this run. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had to run literally for 3.5 miles.
Wow.
So that was crazy.
In a certain time,
in a certain
though.
time. So
it
it's
wasn't
not
just
run.
3.5 miles.
I have to make the time as well within that time. Oh God, that was crazy. Do you mean running outside or on the treadmills? I love outside as well. I do it in the park, but it was when there was a lockdown. But now I do on a treadmill. But I make it because on the treadmill you can create different scenarios when you have you can have inclined treadmill, when you have to climb up literally when you're running, and you can get the speed higher. So now the highest I've gone when I have run literally for half a mile or something, 16 people who do treadmill, they would know it's pretty fast. So I've been doing it, and I love doing it. So are you a runner as well, Selena? Let us know. Since you're asking, probably you're interested. But you're trekking, definitely. So yeah. So get your trekking shoes ready. So it'd be the place you're going to. Is it in Wales, she said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
It'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Wales, I love Wales.
It was nice when we also went to Leicester at some point. And where was the first place where we went camping again? Gosh.
Salisbury.
Salisbury, that's right. So we went hiking there. That was really nice. I love walking though. Like running I don't like just because my legs are not strong enough, but I love walking, and that I do like on any given day. I'll do like 10,000 steps a day or something. So
this is something because we have this habit of having this evening walk. It's a routine that whenever we are home together, I feel like we should do this. And I just push her every now and then, Esther, let's go out for a walk. And it's to see things, and we are so lucky, so fortunate to be living by the Thames.
Yeah.
So it helps us in the sense that the walk itself is amazing.
Yeah.
And I have a problem, and I was talking about chronotypes. We both are, according to our chronotype, it's bear. I would ask, if you want to know more about this one, go to the website and the Sleep Doctor. So he has these 4 chronotypes: lion, wolf, dolphin, and bear. So we are bear, so our routine is like we should go to bed by 11, wake up by 7:30, and whenever we see sun, we feel awakened, and we are very much attracted to sun. So that's really hard in a summer day. Say, I feel like staying outside all the time, so it's hard to get jobs done at home.
Yeah.
Especially like I have to study, I have to sit down in my studio, do some other works, but I find it really hard because even now, even in the winter, when the other day we went to British Library, and we ended up joining a nice concert. We've seen.
It was really
great.
Nice.
Yeah, classical. Yeah. Was it classical? Would you say?
No, it was more like
it
was a brass band, and they did covers from mostly 1960s and 70s, sort of Beatles and stuff like that, which is really cool.
Because that day it was 5 degrees or 4.
Yeah,
but we still went out just because it was sunny. But we felt the breeze was quite high.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, and Selena is saying I'm much more of
Yeah,
a
me
walker.
too.
I used to go
Me
to the
too.
gym, but mostly swimming as I found it fun. Oh,
Yeah, we
swimming.
love swimming too. We did for the winter. That's when we mostly went. We went
I
swimming
think
every
summer
single.
we would do it more.
Yeah, we will. I mean, we'll find an outdoor pool that's closer by probably, but you know, we did the winter. We did almost every other day. When we went at least 3-4 times a week, we went
I
swimming.
mean, I love swimming, but I don't know. I cannot still get my head around how people can swim in a lake or a pond. I feel there's something there, creepy crawlies, you know. Really, I don't know if you have done that.
I would
Selena had
suggest
been
you
to village.
don't do it until you have to, unless it's like in the south of France or in Greece, where we'll be going in a few months.
It's
you know.
different there?
Well,
What's
the water
difference?
is clear, so you can actually see. The whole point is that you can actually
If
see.
you actually see
know.
the shark that's
Yeah.
coming towards you.
Let's see, we got another invitation. Okay, we will get back to you on that, but not on this show.
No, but let's see. Oh, guys, before I forgot, would you
That's
like
crazy.
to go and see Nitin Soni? He's playing the Roundhouse. Oh, I love Roundhouse.
Awesome.
I went to iTunes Festival many years ago in Roundhouse. It's nice.
Nice.
I've seen him at the Royal Albert Hall. Took my breath away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitin Soni. I mean, for a long time. And the group, basically what it is, the producer. So he gets all amazing musicians around the world and get them together. And also his sound is I would say it's world music.
Great.
But Indian guy.
Yeah.
But he was born in England.
Fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we have a lot of events upcoming, and also we have the British Bilingual Poetry Society, that is collective, who are doing a performance at the end of the month, which I'm looking
it's on
forward to.
When is it?
Is it 26? Was it?
It's 22nd.
22nd.
So
that's
22nd
right.
again at
Yeah,
Rich Mix.
that's gonna be fun.
Performance would
Yeah.
happen. And then on the 30th, I'm performing with the Stylophone Orchestra. That's in Kingston, by the way. And it will be in Banquet Records. So if you want to see that, anyone would like to join, you're very welcome to join. And Kingston is a nice place anyway, so it will be a trip to Kingston. And we are performing at 6 o'clock. Yeah, Banquet Records, and which is literally in the city center at Kingston. So that's where we'll be performing. So yeah, if anyone would like to join. And in the meantime, anyone who is joining from any other part of the world, you can always WhatsApp us and yeah, get in touch with us. Let us know who you are, what your Sunday had been, and anything we can learn from you, anything that you are going through, and that new things that you have learned, new books you have read. I mean, speaking of that, Selena is she sat with stack of books today. I've seen her story.
Yeah.
Selena is like, Ami Zaitam, please put the details. Okay. Say Ami Zaitam means I'll go.
Okay, great.
So it's in Sileti.
It's very nice.
That's good, Selena. I really love that.
Keep practicing.
Yeah, she's keeping it alive, the
That's
practice
awesome.
of language.
Very
And
good.
also, Selena, let us know where did your respect or love or affection for the language, Bengali language, that started? Because you read English books, you studied, you were raised in England. I don't know if you're born in England as well. Let us know if I'm wrong. So, and then anything that you read, it is in English as well. But also, you have all the love and affinity towards the culture and the country, despite a lot of things that we see in social media, which is always not true. People always, because negativity, publicity, anything that's negative publicity would always get your videos on the top. So that one of the technique people would implement in their social media platforms, which is not really right.
Yeah.
So how did you develop your love for the country? Let us know. Because many people who are born, who spend a long time, and I've seen people who are living in the country, they would live there, they're breathing the air in the country, but then they speak quite negatively about the country itself.
True.
This is really a bad practice.
Yeah.
Something to learn.
It's interesting because I remember that I didn't particularly care about Holland as a country, like the country where I'm originally from. And I remember it wasn't until I came to England where I wasn't part of the English people. And I became more patriotic about my own country. I didn't leave the country because I didn't like the country. I came because there was an opportunity here. And it was very interesting how I actually started studying about Holland and became interested in the origins of the Dutch royal family and why orange? What is the color? Like all these things,
Like you have been to Bangladesh, you have seen...
Yeah.
There's many things to be proud of, and especially the hospitality and the love of people and people, how they embrace someone. Say, when you went there, how many friends you made.
Oh my God.
Straight away, and the
Unbelievable.
respect they had shown. It's really amazing.
Yeah, because I've been to many countries and it was definitely not always that way. You know, like France is beautiful, it's aesthetic, and, you know, but it wasn't like, but Bangladesh, I remember going and I was heartbroken when we left.
The value is more collective in
yeah.
countries like Bangladesh or in South Asia, mostly like India, even Pakistan, Sri Lanka. It's more about if you want to enjoy something, it's not individualistic. Like the individualism is not the thing there. Still, like in the West,
Yeah.
people like to do things together.
Well, that was one of the main things that I really liked about the country and visiting there and being able to be part of it and experiencing that. And of course, now I have the reality where you came from, your heritage, and all the places where he grew up, the places which he saw, a lot of his childhood friends I got to meet, and that was. It also made me feel closer to you, which I think was really important.
Yeah. So, what was your starting point, Selena? Let us know. I mean, raised in England, also where you're going to school and you have most of the English-speaking students there. Definitely people are speaking Sylheti as well when you have people from Bangladesh. And because in the community, even in London, they speak that. Any community around the world, they practice their own language here and there. So how did you develop your love for the country or the culture? And as she was saying that she's reading a lot of South Asian writers as well. So interesting. So to be honest with you, the books you were talking about, many of the books I don't know the writers. I mean, I'm not into too much. I mean, when I was growing up, I was into fiction more in my high school, college days. Yeah. But I am more into non-fiction now. Probably that could be the reason. I keep my fiction just for bedtime reading. But when I'm in the studio, when I'm doing my proper study or I'm researching on something, it's mostly non-fiction. And I really love difficult books. Yeah, that's one of my things. I like to torture myself. And he's got
stacks everywhere with different.
I mean, it's part of neuroplasticity, because if neuroplasticity is you get yourself smarter the more you push. Say, for example, it's like a muscle. You develop new connections in your brain, new networks through your knowledge and new practices. So say, for example, when you go to the gym, you work on particular muscles, they get stronger. So when you find something harder, you say it's dense, it's hard, you go, I mean, not when I started, I used to get it. Even when it's written in Bengali, I wouldn't get it. And sometimes things can be a little bit harder for me when it's written in Bengali. But then I push myself. And then I enjoy it. And still, every now and then, I come across books which I find a bit difficult and sometimes a bit hard to access in. But definitely, it works. And that's one of the reasons why I ended up loving James Joyce. Ooh! Esther. That's for Esther to read.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah, let's give you this.
Okay, good. So, Selena says, to answer the question that you asked, born and raised in England, I've always loved languages, especially when I got into music, listening to Finnish, Polish, Dutch even. My love for Bangladesh was inside me the whole time, just awoke in me after my trip to Bangladesh in 2019. As soon as the plane landed and I saw the tree-lined streets, met family, I felt in my soul. Visiting my parents' homeland, seeing where my parents were born and went to school, it hit closer as well, as I lost my dad in 2018, and he always wanted us to love the country. I wish he was here so I could talk about all of this. Strange how things happen. Since my trip, I've been trying to learn more about our culture. I've always loved fiction, and it connects me, takes me back, like my poem roots and all. Well, I mean, I think somewhere in some universe, your dad probably knows that you've got that connection. If anything, you know, what a connection that is. It's really nice. Because I remember you actually wrote a poem about this, Selena, and you read it out to us, which really explained that. And I almost started crying because I had just come back from Bangladesh at the time. It was quite something, but nice. Thank you for that.
Is that the one she performed as well?
No, it was one specifically that she wrote, that you get the feeling like you're at a sunset in Bangladesh, like with the sounds, how she describes them, the water she can hear. Like it was really, really nice how she described it.
I remember that because she read that here, right, on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great,
Selena.
Selena.
On that show. Sorry, I thought you meant BBPC. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that was great.
Great, Selena. It's a nice explanation.
Thank you.
And we sometimes have those turning points in our lives, and that's what awakens something inside, which is quite deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, she said yes. I performed it a couple of times. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, looks like it's already over an hour.
Amazing.
We had showed up, we've done that, and we have done our bit. Now, I would feel guilty, but it's not about that, as I said.
Coffee, T-shirt, and everything.
Coffee, T-shirt, and some sun as well. It's time to get some sun.
Yeah.
If it's sunny, I don't know. I haven't seen it, because from the studio I can see outside.
No,
it's
it's all
totally,
blacked out.
everything blacked out.
It was sunny when we woke up. Then it looked like it had rained when we came out of the studio. So we'll see what happens when we come out.
So, looking forward to seeing you all next Sunday again. I'll post it for people to read. Yeah, great. Please do it, Selena, so people can leave it on the comments. People will read that. It's a lovely poetry.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks to everyone who had joined, David, Selena, and everyone. I see still quite a lot of steady number of people who are watching it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know who they are, some of them apart from Selena, I don't know who else is watching.
But it's nice that you're here. It's a relaxed Sunday afternoon. We had a good time. We always have a good time. We never do a show and not have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, every time we finish, it's like one of the highlights of our Sundays.
Yeah,
so
it's nice.
Thanks for making it special for us. Every time you join, you support, it means a lot.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, share, comment, and definitely subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And you can do it on YouTube if you go to, I mean, we have the link here on the Facebook, and also on YouTube, if you go to Knowing Who You Are, you'll find the channel itself. I mean, how we write it together, you see that. It's on the title. And you can listen to the podcast if you sometimes don't want to look at the video, just want to listen because you're doing something else. So you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. And also, please go and check the website because there are a lot of extra material there on knowingwhoyouare.blog. If you write one word, knowingwhoyouare.blog. Also, the link is there in the show description. So you can go and have a look, and whatever you like, leave your comments, anything that you like about the show, and we'll definitely get back to you if there's anything, your suggestions that we have to or we would feel like taking on board. We'll definitely do that. So, as I said, like, share, subscribe, and also comment. That's very important. So,
like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, she knows it better.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
So, hopefully you had a great Sunday along with us, and
hopefully you'll carry on having a great Sunday since it's only halfway through the day.
And before we finish, please read that poetry, beautiful poetry Selena had left for you all, and we'll definitely read it.
Yeah.
And thank you, Selena, for sharing it with us, and see you all again next Sunday, same time, which is 3 o'clock here in the UK.
Yes.
Till then,
Bye everyone.